was out way too motherfucking soon. There was still so much game in him. He was playing the game without even losing tribal. Name another person, like, in this recent era. Come on. Like, he was working this motherfucking game. Thomas is definitely a player who was out too soon. I want to see more of him. Second chances, call him. Because y'all know that man was strategic as okay? Like, this man was playing hard, and I'm really sad to see him leave. They can come up with some lie of how it was just a coincidence, but it's Survivor. No one's gonna believe you. I love this duo, and I love the California guy, so I was a little annoyed at this fucking tribe because I don't want anyone to go home. I don't want not a single soul from this fucking tribe to go. I don't. I'm fucking pissed, y'all. Like, I have no idea. These are my favorites. It's just crazy. They came up with this plan, like, on the fly like that. Like, they just switched. Give these two a fucking Oscar, an Emmy, something. Because they ate down with this performance. Like, they really fucking did that. Like, this is iconic. We only seen that because of where they end up in the season. So, y'all gotta clock it there with this shit, okay? On your producer shit. You gotta tell a story. So, they probably told us this earlier to foreshadow for this moment. Duh. Anyways. Welcome back to my channel. It's Spirit Mayhem, where we review, react, and recap to all your favorite shows. I'm your host, Mikey Balboa, and this is Survivor Season 48, Episode 4, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like videos like this, and check out the rest of my playlist because your favorite show might be there. But with that, let's get right into it. We start this episode off with Mary and Say pretty much putting their differences aside, and they're like, let's work together. Like, Cedrek, I don't really trust anymore, says Say, and Mary's like, well, like, maybe instead of working against each other, we can work with each other. Mary finds it very easy to be on Say's good side than her bad side because Say is a decent player and working against her is just too much fucking work. Say seems genuinely relieved. Cut that. Say seems genuinely relieved by this, and she's down for it. She's like, let's just cut Cedrek if we have to. But Jeff tells them, and what's funny is that at the meetup, Jeff tells them it's the switch, which pretty much means the tribes are about to scramble into even numbers, and Eva's worried. She's worried that she's not going to be with Joe. Joe knows everything about her, who's been helping her cope, and she's not going to have his comfort anymore. So she's worried. Vula is also happy. They are very hopeful now because they all been coming for each other. And everyone else pretty much is just feeling like they've been on a winning tribe, and so they don't want to switch it up. Like, I want to stay safe. On Siva, Bianca finds herself in the middle, being the only member of her tribe, and she doesn't have a vote. So that's very interesting because 2 and 2 it's going to be a fucking tie, and Bianca's going to have to fucking speak the fuck up. I feel like Say and Cedrek are tight. They are most likely going to try and work together, but Say might actually be smart and try and get Cedrek out, which I hope she waits some time to do because your other tribe put up with you, but doesn't mean that everybody else is. Okay, girl? You need to have a reset, control your emotions, stop being aggressive, and dial it down a bit. Yeah, you do. Why am I talking like that? But Say, please, please, work this motherfucking tribe. I also feel bad for Mitch because he had this plan to work with Kyle, Charity, and Camilla, and none of them are here with you, babe. What happened? And sis here, Mitch, yeah, she's after you. You and Charity, they got their eyes on y'all. And it's not looking good. Over at the new Loggy, we got Star and Eva, the two besties. Like, they are both gunning for each other, and they end up on the same tribe. And Mary's the odd one out here. But this ain't nothing new to her. This is actually her getting a fresh fucking start. But they could just team up on her once again, so she could be filling out on the out since it's 2 against 2. David and Charity also, though, have not had the best relationship, so this tribe can go either way because these groups are kind of been gunning for each other. But Eva, girl, you better use what I said last episode. You better use the skill that you now know you have, which is that you can tell if someone's lying to you because you Star, because you know she has that fucking advantage and she hasn't told you about it. So study that bitch, okay? The new Vula is no Vula original member at all. None of them. But we see the California guys are still together. Survivor is being a little bit messy with this season. how did the alliance pairs are divided? Like, was this random, Jeff? I don't know. Because we saw Camilla and Kyle were getting pretty close. But maybe we only seen that because of where they end up in the season. So y'all got to clock it there with this shit, okay? On your producer shit. You got to tell a story. So they probably told us this earlier to foreshadow for this moment. Duh. Anyways. I do that. Anyways, I love Kyle and Camilla. I love this duo, and I love the California guy. So I was a little annoyed at this fucking tribe because I don't want anyone to go home. I don't want not a single soul from this fucking tribe to go. I don't. I'm fucking pissed, y'all. Like, I have no idea. These are my favorites. But at the challenge, we see everyone settle into their new homes. But, you know, this is Eva's home already. And she's letting the newbies know, David, Charity, and fucking Mary, that Star has an advantage. No one trusted her on her tribe. If we all went to tribal, we would have voted her out. Like, immediately throws her under the bus. Star, why are you alone? You just got here. Meet these damn people, because look what she just did so fast. Like, Eva is playing the fucking game. She's throwing the target on Star. She wants Star out because she knows Star is going to try to get her out. But what she's doing now is making her and Star be the only two options, leaving them three to choose who goes home. And she may not have been up, but now she's on everybody's radar because she knows who she got beef with. Now they can go to Star and goes, well, it's either y'all, it's either her or you. So I think she also should have just waited until see if they lost, so people can't come up with plans and think about shit. But then again, it's a Survivor. You want to be strategic throughout the whole game. So it's also fun that this happened at the same time. And this is what makes the season. Eva and David hit it off. And Eva's like, yo, I'm used to being around all boys. And you're the only guy on here. And David's like, yeah, I'm usually surrounded by women though. So I kind of know how to treat them. And they seem to be vibing and hitting it off, and it looks like Eva's going to want him to be her new doe. Mary is also being very fond of David, and she's like, oh, we need him, a man that does things. Like, take me under your wing, get me far. Charity is not liking how well David is being liked by everyone, and she hates that he is socially doing well with them. But Charity has a trick up her sleeve. She's letting everyone know that they are tight. Meanwhile, David's admitting to fucking Eva that he wants Charity out over Star first, which Eva says she wants out. But Charity says she also wants to use David pretty much to be a shield to get her to the end. So she'll keep him in the game longer. Over at Siva, Say and Cedrek are realizing how luxury living they are compared to them, and they feel like they're at a resort. Like, they're like, show me the fucking spa. That's how nice it fucking is, because we have nothing over there. Like, it's fucking crazy. But it was so funny seeing this scene because they were genuinely impressed, which means the worst. They get to eat, have food. While looking for supplies, Bianca learns that there's a crack between Cedrek and Say, and it gives her hope because she's like, bitch, I don't have my fucking vote. She doesn't let anyone know, but she knows, and so she needs this as an opportunity to stay in the game, because if someone finds out that she doesn't have a vote, she's just going to be the easy one to vote out. And yes, my girl Bianca, yes, you can keep a secret. Okay, I guess you can, girl. Finally, about fucking damn time. Which shows how much she really did trust Thomas. Over at Vula, all of them are just shocked about how their campsite looked. There's nothing there. They all were just living in luxury, and they fucking hate this camp. They're like, the fuck is this? And Camilla and Kyle are playing the fucking game so well. They're pretending like they don't know each other, that they don't really have a connection, that they barely chatted. And it's just crazy that they came up with this plan, like on the fly like that. Like, they just switched. Give these two a fucking Oscar, an Emmy, something. Because they ate down with this performance. Like, they really fucking did that. Like, this is iconic. But Thomas ends up walking away, and Camilla basically tells Joe and Shaheen that she had talked to Star when they sat out at the challenge, and they learned about Mitch and Thomas's and everyone's journey, and Mitch told them that everyone had to play, and Thomas said that he just walked away, that there was an option to, but apparently that wasn't true. So this raises some flags in Joe and Shaheen's mind, and it creates some distrust between them and Thomas now, because They don't know if he was telling the truth, but they tell Thomas what Camilla says, and he pretty much responds with, well, she wasn't there, and why would I lie? It sounds like your friend is lying to you. And now Thomas is pissed and worried, and he wants Camilla out, and he wants to vote her out now because she said his name. At the immunity challenge, Jeff tells them they're going to race, pretty much, and they're going to be moving this block to retrieve 2 small team bags as a team, and then take those sandbags, toss it through the frame, and land it on the barrel on the other side twice. And then after that, build a pyramid puzzle. Vula is in the lead, and they said at the beginning of the challenge, it's going to be the first time Vula is going to win. They're definitely going to win this motherfucking challenge, and they fucking beast it in the beginning. But the other teams catch up, and they're not too far behind. Vula is taking too much time on their puzzle, and when they think they got it done, they get a no from Jeff, and Loggy, who was in dead last, comes back and wins first place, and they were there way later than Vula. Siva finishes their puzzle next, and it's just so ironic that the tribe that predicted victory literally lost. Like, how fucking crazy. Like, y'all jinxed yourselves. And that's what we do in life all the motherfucking time. At least I do. So just don't say anything. Don't pop your shit until it's over. Like, that's the lesson you need to learn today. Pissed. They came in with all that confidence to lose. Yeah. Y'all was excited to lose is what it looked like. That y'all was eager to lose is what it looked like. And I'm pissed because y'all know this was my tribe. If any tribe I was rooting for, it was this one. And I am just pissed. I like every single one of them on this tribe. And I'm just not ready for tribal. I'm really not. Because I don't want anyone to go. I don't. Like, I'm about to cry, y'all. Camilla is telling everyone that her and Kyle aren't working together. They don't want them to know. They're acting like they're enemies, and pretty much that they will vote for each other. And Kyle's doing the same. He's telling everyone that he's voting for Camilla. He's trying to make them comfortable that he's with them, and they're doing a damn good motherfucking job of tricking these fucking people, I tell you that. Because they haven't even mentioned a split vote. Thomas is worried if he should bring out his extra vote. He doesn't know what Camilla has or what Kyle may have. So he's questioning using his advantage. Thomas even gets Shaheen to search fucking Kyle's bag, and they don't find anything. It was in his shoe. Then got it and checked the fucking shoe because it was in the bag. Camilla lets them know, like, I think they're gunning for you. They even searched their bag. So that makes Kyle know, like, okay, they're definitely trying to get me out then. Especially if they didn't find an advantage. Like, it would be easy for them to put the vote on me because they don't think I have anything. So Camilla, the smart bitch that she is, comes through. And they come up with a plan. And they pray that pretty much Camilla will give her idol to Kyle, keep him safe. She'll use her extra vote and vote 3 against Thomas is who they decide on, and obviously we know why. This is good for Kyle and Camilla because they could just be like, hey, we snuffed out someone who lied to y'all, so we got him out instead of y'all so that y'all can join us and we can work together. So this is a good move on their part. I love that this happened and it worked the way it did because there's no bad blood. But now they just know that they were working together. Unless they can come up with some lie of how it was just a coincidence, but it's Survivor, no one's going to believe you. But this plan only pays off if Camilla and Kyle choose the right person to give the idol to. Camilla says she's going to give it to Kyle, so we just have to hope all 3 votes are for Kyle. Because then it can risk a tie, and pretty much they will break the tiebreaker, and one of them will still go home. They, as in the California girls. But with that, we have so much uncertainty going into Tribal Council. Kyle wants Shaheen out, but he doesn't know if Thomas has an advantage or not, so he'd rather get him out. Thomas wants Camilla out. Camilla wants Thomas out. Joe, I don't think he really fucking cares too much. And Shaheen is like, if we can pull Camilla as a number before Kyle, since Camilla's at the bottom of her tribe. So it's all over the fucking place, and we don't know what the fuck they're going to go with. But during this tribal council, Kyle and Camilla are still acting. Okay, they're still acting bummed, like, one of us is going home, and I barely got to know him, and blah, 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 blah. Like, they're not cool, that they really aren't ride or dies. They're doing sad stories. Camilla's crying. Like, they are just, give these bitches a fucking Emmy, okay? Give them an Emmy. And they really end and summarize with everyone pretty much talking about how much they've grown over the 9 days and how much the relationships has affected them. And then they get to voting. Kyle uses his idol on himself, and the 3 votes, Thomas, Joe, Shaheen, that voted for Kyle is null and void. And the 3 votes from Camilla, 2 from her, 1 from Kyle, are put on Thomas, and Thomas is sent packing unexpectedly, blindsided. And I'm sad. Like, if any of the California girls were to go, I would have wanted to have been Shaheen. I'm not gonna lie. I really like Joe, and I really like Thomas. Shaheen, I do like him, but I don't know. He's just in the middle. Tom is just a little bit more entertaining, and he's also LGBTQ. So, I'm rooting for that bitch. Okay, I'm rooting for him. He was such a pleasure seeing. He is out way too fucking soon. I'm really gonna miss him. Like, no, he was out way too motherfucking soon. There was still so much game in him. He was playing the game without even losing tribal. Name another person, like, in this recent era. Come on. Like, he was working this motherfucking game. Thomas is definitely a player who was out too soon. I want to see more of him. Second chances, call him. Because y'all know that man was strategic as okay. Like, this man was playing hard. And I'm really sad to see him leave. Like, I really am. Y'all don't understand. Like, this was a winner. This was a potential winner. This is someone who we know got game, and we barely seen much of him. Like, we've seen enough. Because he's just that bitch. He gives that energy, and you don't even, like, y'all already know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He was the it guy. Yes. But he was just outsmarted by these 2 Guyanese people. And they fucking came through. Like, this whole episode was, how is Kyle and Camilla going to survive this tribal? And they did. Epically. And the choice that they got out was really fucking good. But Joe and Shaheen, them 3 all are kind of interchangeable. They're all strong alpha males who are very strategic. Like, either one of them can go out and it would have been fine. Seeing these 2 fucking survive is fucking crazy. A 3, like, being at the bottom, they use their advantages at the right time. They knew when to use it. They knew how to get through this fucking tribal. And it paid the fuck off, all right? Like, I am so happy that this happened. I hate that Thomas is gone too. Y'all know I love this tribe, but I'm just happy for Camilla and Kyle to come out on top. Some people of color, yes, okay? Because looking down on paper, they would have not gotten out of this, and they somehow did, and they used each one of their advantages right because they still have one left. Kyle still has his, like, so it ain't over yet. But with that, that has been Survivor 48, episode 4. Good night. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my videos, and check out the rest of my playlist if you'd like to see more.